If your life has felt different lately, like the things that once felt normal no longer feel right, like the conversations you used to enjoy now feel draining, and you can't fully explain why, this message is for you. Because what you're feeling right now is not confusion, it's change. There comes a moment in life where you start noticing that you don't fit into your old life the same way anymore. Not because something is wrong, but because something inside you has shifted. Your values are different. Your energy is different. Even your tolerance is different. And suddenly, you find yourself asking, what happened to me? But maybe the real question is, what am I becoming? If you've been following this journey here on Dream Life Diaries, you've probably noticed a pattern. First, life starts to feel different. Then, things begin to fall out of alignment. Then, growth begins to feel uncomfortable. And now, you're here, in the space where you're no longer who you used to be, but not fully who you're becoming yet. And this part of the journey is one of the most difficult places to be, because you're not where you used to be, but you're not fully where you're going yet. You're in between, and in this space, you don't feel fully understood, not by others, and sometimes not even by yourself. You try to explain it, but the words don't come out right. Because how do you explain that nothing is wrong, but everything feels different? How do you explain that you're not unhappy, but you're no longer fulfilled by the same things? That you still care, but not in the same way? This is the space where your old identity is loosening, your new identity is forming. And it doesn't happen overnight. It happens quietly, layer by layer, thought by thought, decision by decision. And here's the part that can be hardest to accept. Growth can feel like grief, because you're not just gaining something new, you're also letting go of something familiar. You're letting go of the version of you that knew how to navigate your old life, the version of you that felt comfortable being accepted, the version of you that fit into spaces that no longer feel aligned. And even if that version of you helped you survive, it's not the version that will help you grow. So now, you're standing at a quiet crossroads, where going back feels easier, but moving forward feels more true. And that tension, that discomfort, that emotional pull, it's not weakness, it's transformation. You didn't just wake up one day and decide to change. This shift has been happening slowly, through experiences, through lessons, through moments that stretched you in ways you didn't expect. And over time, your perspective began to evolve. You started noticing things you didn't see before. You started questioning things you used to accept without thinking. You started choosing peace over pressure, alignment over approval. And once you see differently, you can't unsee it. Once you grow, you can't shrink back into who you used to be. And that's why things feel different. Not because you're lost, but because you've expanded. Sometimes this change feels uncomfortable, because God is stretching you into something new. And stretching is not meant to feel easy. It's meant to grow you. There are things He is teaching you right now that your old version of yourself would not have understood. He is teaching you to walk by faith, not familiarity, to trust even when things don't feel certain, to choose what aligns with your spirit, not just your comfort. Because the life He is preparing you for requires a different version of you, a stronger one, a more aligned one, a more grounded one. And that version of you is being formed right now, in this very season. So if you've been feeling like, I don't recognize myself anymore, I don't feel the same, I don't fit where I used to, I want you to hear this clearly. That doesn't mean you're losing yourself. It means you're meeting a new version of yourself. And that version is not something to fear. It's something to embrace. Because everything you've been through has been shaping you for this moment. If this message spoke to you, comment below. I'm becoming. And if you know someone who feels like they've changed but doesn't know how to explain it, share this with them, because they might need this more than they realize. And if you haven't yet, subscribe to Dream Life Diaries, because this is more than a channel. It's a space for the woman who is becoming someone new. And if this message resonated with you, the next video I want you to watch is The Quiet Season Before Your Life Changes. Because what you're feeling right now didn't just start today. It's been building. Remember this. You're not losing who you are. You're becoming someone your past could never hold.